what's dangerous?
Politicians without term limits.
What?
Murder hornets.
What?
Stepping on Lego.
What?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Give me a hell yeah!
Memories.
That's fair.
Because somewhere in my brain lives a version of me that thought frosted lipstick looked good.
Yeah, and somewhere in mine lives a version of me that thought cargo shorts with approximately 16 pockets were peak fashion engineering.
Welcome to Love You, Shut Up.
Love you.
Shut up. Today's episode is called What Was I Thinking?
Which honestly could describe most of my 20s.
And my 30s.
And probably this podcast.
Today's theme is simple. Things we were absolutely convinced were a good idea at the time.
I don't think we have the time to cover some of the things.
Oh, we have
We
time.
definitely.
We have time to talk about the hairstyles that should have.
You know what?
Yes. That should have stayed in the past. But let's talk about when I met you.
I had a mullet. Now, my biggest problem, I
You
wanted
had a
long hair.
mullet, but it wasn't the straight hair mullet.
No, because I understood my bangs. Okay, so
Bang.
my bangs. So I knew I couldn't grow my hair out correctly because of the way my hair grows. Like my hair up front grows 10 times slower than the hair down my back. So I would just ponytail that up and then just trim the front up.
Right.
Okay. So I didn't have that Joe Dirt, get her done, typical
No, but you had the
redneck.
curl bangs.
But all of my hair curl. My hair after a certain
Hey.
inch and a half. Oh, I'm not.
Oh my
My hair after an inch and a half.
We need for the passion.
It curls. I didn't care.
You don't care?
No, I said I didn't care. I didn't care. I was not trying to impress anyone.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Not when I started growing my hair out.
No.
Which is funny because I don't remember when I stopped getting my hair cut. I just remember going, yeah, I'm gonna grow my hair out.
Oh.
And I did.
Because when I met you, your mullet was down past your shoulders.
Right, and it had been.
In your senior picture, it is shoulder length.
It's not. It's pulled back.
Oh.
The day we did senior photos, it was also 1,000 degrees humidity and 100% humidity and raining. So the person that was taking the photo was like, your hair's all over the place, go do something with it.
Ew.
So I was like, okay, cool, no problem. And I went in and my hair, which normally doesn't poof up, kind of had a poof to it that day. So I had to tie it back.
Right.
Yeah, so I had started growing it out, I want to say a couple of years before that. Because I remember pictures from
You had
camp.
long hair all through high school?
It had to be after my freshman year.
Okay.
Because I remember photos in the yearbook of me freshman year with shorter hair. That short buzz cut.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure it was probably ninth grade. I was like, yeah, I'm not getting it cut anymore.
I guess with mine, it was bad. I looked like a poodle because I thought a body wave was cute. Do you know what a body wave?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, I'll show a picture, but it literally was a tight spiral perm.
Okay. Now, are you talking short curls or long curls?
No, I was never a Shirley Temple. I always had long hair. My hair was always long.
How do you get long hair to curl like that? Like perm?
Yeah, body wave. It was
Is a
chemicals.
perm.
So they literally
Okay.
put your hair around these spiral things and then put the chemicals on it, which basically shocks your hair to that.
Okay.
Shocks your hair.
Okay. You're gonna show me, and I'm gonna go, okay, I know a couple people like that, or had hair like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I knew a couple people who had that short, curly temple kind of
No, it was not Shirley
that.
Temple. Those were what Shirley Temple had was a pin curl.
No. I'm thinking of it was shorter hair, but real tight curls. Oh, that's not terrible. I mean
But it would
that's
look like that.
Right. And I bet you it looked
So like a wet
worse
dog.
every day. It
It
does.
wasn't relaxed like this
I
one.
got you.
It was,
It does look like a wet
yeah,
dog now that you say that.
always wet look. And the chemicals made it look wet.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, but my bangs were straight
Uh-huh.
and curled with a curly iron.
Right.
So okay, clothing trends.
I didn't really. So the good part about me, like my position as a person growing up was I didn't have a ton of money to just like my parents didn't have a ton of money to buy clothes for
Yeah.
me. Like I had enough clothes where I was dressed,
Yeah.
but I'm not going out buying like a 90 pair of
Oh
pants.
no, no,
Okay.
no.
So
No.
I knew in my brain I wasn't going to be upset that I wasn't
On
like
trend.
trending
Yeah.
with people and
Yeah.
like I wasn't going to be wearing the best of the best
Like
and
I wasn't in the whole like I love the style. So think of Clueless, right?
uh
The plaid dresses,
the mix
the
match.
mixed match, the hats, all that kind of stuff. I loved that, but I never had that.
Right, right.
Like it was a big deal when I got my LA Gear jean jacket that literally was like this acid wash color. So it was like that light jean jacket with pink LA Gear fuzzy on the back. I had the leg warmers that you give me hell about all the time. And
You have to imagine she has a picture somewhere of her in these leg warmers
okay.
and with wearing a skirt and like
Okay, no, it
tights.
was
You
it
had
was
tights on or
I
something like
had
that.
the shimmery pink tights,
Uh-huh.
a bubblegum colored skirt,
Okay, so pink.
white, hey, shut up, white leg warmers, and my LA Gear shoes,
Right,
and some kind of like, I bet it was an LA Gear shirt. Like, honestly, that was big back then.
right.
And then my hair was up in a scrunchie on the side ponytail. Maybe crimped, because I did that all the time.
I don't I know I give her hell for the photo because I never understood the leg warmers and tights. The
It
combination
was
of the two.
big.
It's the thing. I know. I
It was a
know.
thing, just like my fanny pack that was hot pink that I would wear everywhere.
Man, I'd kill for one of those right about now. Not a hot pink one, but like
Why not?
I don't care. They're so expensive now. Like those type
Really,
of
really?
things.
I
Yeah.
haven't even looked. I don't carry a purse or anything, so
Yeah. My book
if
bag.
anything,
Like I have a book bag I keep with me to
well,
take
right.
stuff
But
in.
like, look at
But
me. If
like, oh, I
anything, I
know.
stick my stuff in my bra. Ain't nobody gonna touch it there because we'll
Right.
fight. But yeah, things that everybody else was wearing. That's what I wore.
I
That
did
was
have
what I did. I didn't have the rest of the stuff.
I did have a chain wallet in high school.
Did you really?
Yes, because I hung out with those type of people. And then one day,
Well, hold on. Wait, no. You had a starter jacket.
I had a starter jacket, but I didn't buy it to have a starter jacket. I bought it because one, back back in that time, one, I worked to get that starter jacket. Okay, I had to get an AB, which for me was extremely difficult because of my math. They were nice and heavy, and they weren't waterproof, but they were heavy, so you could and
I don't.
and
I don't. Yeah. I never.
so they worked, and I wasn't going to wear them. Like I'm not going to go play basketball. Okay, I'm not going to. So I wasn't going to tear it up and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did have a Dallas Cowboys starter jacket,
Oh.
and I got a Dallas Cowboys starter jacket because of the star on that particular year. Starter decided to put their star on the jacket with every team color, so it looked best.
Picked any
It
other
looked best
team.
on the Dallas Cowboys.
No.
Plus, my aunt
Nothing looks
and
good with Dallas Cowboys.
most of this area are
Diehard
diehard
Redskin.
Redskin
Or what
commander.
are they
They're
called
the
now?
Commanders now.
Yeah.
Fans. So I had to get Dallas just to kind of.
But you didn't.
So
Any other team. Ugh.
I would have
Yeah.
killed for a Ravens one, but Ravens weren't a team at the time.
Really?
Yeah, I got one later. I paid for that myself. I did get a Ravens starter jacket the first year they were a team. I decided that was going to be what I was birthday money and that kind of stuff. I was like, I'll represent the Ravens.
Would you wear a starter jacket now?
I
Like
think
that kind. That exact team.
I definitely would definitely like
No, not the
the
team or
the
whatever. I'm
Ravens
talking about
starter,
no. I'm talking about
or
that big, heavy. Would you wear that?
I don't know. I don't think I would. I'm a little bit weird about what I wear now, like heaviness wise.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, I just asked because, like,
yeah.
the trends that are coming back around. Like for girls, it was the chunky platform shoes. Like girls who are
Did
listening would understand the chunky platforms and the jelly shoes.
the
Okay.
did the chunky platform shoes really ever go out of style?
Yes,
I
it
feel
did for
like
a while because the chunky heel was not a thing. The chunky heel was not a thing for a while. It went back to the whole slim heel, all because of the see, this is where I don't know all of my designers. All of those hot designers, see, I'm
right.
so lost, but the hot designers that, went after the heels and that kind of stuff, they did. They went
Okay.
out. Like the Doc Martens and all that were hot,
Yeah.
they went out. They're not here anymore. They're coming back, which I think is funny. But the other ones, like I just mentioned, jellies. Talk about something that is a trend that was the worst, okay, for me and any girl who is a Gen Xer or early millennial. Oh my God, the blisters from Jelly's shoes. You wearing those plastic shoes, okay? Let's not even talk about the stank, okay, of people's feet, but the blisters. Oh no, it was the
Now,
worst.
what's the difference between the plastic that Jellies
Uh
has
huh.
and the plastic that Crocs have?
So Crocs are softer,
Oh,
like a softer like feel on
okay.
your feet and such, whereas Jellies was that hard plastic.
Uh,
You would literally put your foot in there and it was the hard plastic. You'll have to research
okay, I will look at
the difference, but I can tell you, like, if you were to put on a Croc versus a jelly, a Croc would be like walking on air.
right, right.
Honestly, a jelly you would wear because you wanted to torture yourself with it. Like, no joke. Yeah. Yeah. Like, just curious though, like, if you look back at your teenage self, what would they think is cool
Like
that your
now.
current self is like, I will never wear,
Oh, smart glasses. I think my teenage self would love the idea of smart glasses.
but you won't because
I
why?
won't because
I'm just curious.
I think they are low tier marketable garbage.
Oh,
Okay?
well, tell us how you
You
really
can
feel.
okay, their cameras have been in glasses for decades. Okay?
Mhm.
Adding a quote smart interface to it doesn't make them any better.
It's a marketing ploy.
It just adds a marketing ploy to it to make them more
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
So what about you?
So one of the things for me, like, and I
Hold
know
on.
it's a self-esteem issue, which you would think as an adult you don't have that anymore. It's like, get over it. Who cares? Like that typical thing of,
Right.
do you really think they're actually thinking about you? Yeah, yeah, I do, because I still have that in my brain. But I would totally wear the whimsical corset, Ren Fair stuff all the time. Like all the time. But I'm so worried about,
What everybody would
yeah,
think.
even
Gotcha.
though I shouldn't care, but
Right.
that's
So
like
let's unpack this. Why do you I told you.
with Jesse.
Um yeah, I said, like there are a lot that we could definitely do like full week. We could do weeks of episodes on that kind of stuff. But
Let's unpack this.
yeah.
I think because I mean, we'll go sad for a moment, but I was bullied growing up.
Mhm.
Like I was made fun of growing
Right.
up constantly. And so,
Yeah, those scars still there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I have dealt with, unfortunately, adult bullies.
Right.
Like they're still around, and they don't bully outright. They do more of the catty stuff.
So out of all of those, what especially the things that are coming back that you were talking
That are
about,
coming back.
yeah, you were talking about like
So a
the
little bit of
jellies and the
well, okay,
things.
like also the trends of like crimping your hair.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's not necessarily crimping now because crimping was a lot tighter, but like they have the barrel rollers where it does give you that like beach wave. of hair. I had it today.
Rollers,
That's why I
rollers
had
have
to.
always kind of been there, though, right?
What?
The rollers, though, have
The
always
barrel
been,
rollers?
yeah.
I mean, curling irons have been there,
Right.
but I don't think like the tri barrel rollers and all that stuff like I have now.
Gotcha.
That wild looking curling
That
iron.
big
That's
curl,
like
gotcha.
three.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
It's called a barrel roller, but I mean, I'm sure they have. Maybe not from in my realm of things, but yeah. But like I wore that hair today before it deluged from the sky.
That's right. You did leave the house. I didn't even think about it because you left the house with your hair
The
all,
house with makeup on.
and then
Mason
you
was all
came.
like, "Hey, nice makeup," and had my hair, and
And then it rains and
and then
ruins
literally the
everything.
sky opened up and was like, "Hey, why don't you just go grab some shampoo and take a shower right now?"
So while we're on the topic of like that nostalgia things that were, what about movies and TV shows?
Well, I know. Okay, okay. So two come to mind for me for a movie, Dirty Dancing.
Hmm.
Okay, there was no reason and no business for me to be watching Dirty Dancing at 11 and 12 years old. Okay, like let's be so for real. But I did, and I used to watch it at nauseum. Okay, but I had that like unrealistic. I was gonna get to go to this like family. What would you call it? That family vacation.
I've seen Dirty Dancing maybe
No, but
once.
what did they do? They went to this like
It's like
family
a
resort,
yeah,
right? Like it's what you used to do. And you would go to this resort and then like she had this like summer fling, right? And then the other one, which was what, early 90s, mid 90s, Clueless.
right.
But that superficial was still there in schools. The unrealistic of,
Well, I mean,
and I mean romantic wise too, if you really look at it, that was her stepbrother
yeah, it was a little
that
weird.
she had, a crush on.
So it was,
It was Paul Rudd
right. Yep.
was her
Yeah,
stepbrother.
that's right. I
Which,
was
funny side fact, he is a cousin of mine.
right.
But other than that, I know I don't know him, so nobody hit me up and be like, "Hey, can I meet Paul Rudd?" No, I don't know him like that. I just know that he's a family member.
So did you ever get like those unrealistic like I watched movies for the entertainment of the movie. I didn't really read anything into them other than like even
Other
TV
explain yourself more.
shows. Like did you ever get expectations for movies and TV shows because you saw like a quote regular family in them or did you just
Well, like Full House,
mhm,
okay? I always had this unrealistic expectation that everything would just work out
right
because the problem was always solved
by the end of the
by the
episode?
end of the episode. That or on Growing Pains or, you know, on Meets World or whatever. I also had that unrealistic expectation with Boy Meets World of, Corey and Topanga met so young
Right,
and they just stayed. I mean, they broke up a couple times, but it wasn't ever for long.
right,
So I had that unrealistic expectation that I would find, the boy I was gonna be with for, you know what I mean?
right, right.
Because Topanga and Corey, man, come on. I know you didn't really have cable and all that
I
kind of stuff,
didn't.
but
We rented movies from time to time, but
oh yeah,
like
Blockbuster. Is that where you rented it
no,
from?
we didn't have a Blockbuster until near the tail end of Blockbuster, which is
Oh,
kind of funny.
oh,
We had a bunch of local families start like two or three in the area. There was one down in the 7 district that every time I would go down to my grandmother's, right next to the liquor store,
oh, here
Captain
we go.
Sam's, right next to the liquor store. There was a building
Right next to
that
the liquor
right
store.
next to the liquor
Well,
store.
Jim Bob would run
Um,
the movie
there was
theater store,
a
the movie theater store. What the
there.
heck? The VHS store.
Okay, I'm surprised there was no movie theater down in the 7th district.
Oh,
But I digress. Yeah, there was a rental place down there that we would stop by anytime we would go down to my grandparents' house, like if I was going down for the weekend or something. We would swing in there and I'd get like a game or a movie depending on what was there. But like there was like we watched TV because we had, like there was TV like we had the locals was it ABC,
ABC,
NBC, Fox,
yeah,
and
CBS,
CBS.
yeah.
So we watched, like, I don't remember a lot of Mr. Belvedere, but I remember
Oh,
watching it.
yeah, Mr.
And
Belvedere, Bewitched.
who
Um,
Bewitched was
Bewitched was
before.
my deal, though. I watched a lot of Nick at Night. So
Oh,
I
okay,
was
that
like,
makes sense.
Mr. Ed,
Right, right.
Bewitched.
We got it in syndication when UPN 20 started locally or around here.
Like, for
We
instance,
got like
okay,
a
check this out. I wasn't the morning cartoon kid,
uh-huh.
okay? I woke up and watched the Little Rascals, the black and white little
Okay.
Rascals. That's what I watched
Right.
while I ate my cereal in the morning.
Gotcha. Yeah, I
I
did.
was not. Now, don't get me wrong, I did watch Fraggle Rock, I did watch Popples, all that kind of stuff. But when I was like, I don't know, what, 8, 9, 10,
Hmm.
11, I watched Little Rascals and that kind of stuff. I didn't,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Like, I loved all of and I still do. Like, if you look at my granny hobbies and
Oh, yeah.
all the older shows.
Yeah.
But, going back to the whole expectation, right? TV families that I thought were normal. Okay. Did you think Mr. Belvedere was normal?
I see. It's funny because, like, looking back, like we were talking, like I was
Or
looking
who's the boss?
at this. Like, Mr. Belvedere was a butler, and who's the boss? Tony Danza
He
was.
was a nanny.
He was a nanny,
Like, honestly, he
and
was a nanny.
like
Yeah.
I don't remember what their jobs were. I think the one was a lawyer, but then like the other shows like Cosby Show and Family Ties,
Yeah.
like like the Cosby Show, they had a pretty good sized apartment for New York,
Yeah.
but they were both doctors, or at least one was a doctor and one was like a college teacher or something like
Yeah.
that. So they had good jobs in the city.
Yeah.
And then, but like Family Ties, they had a split foyer. It was a smaller house. One of them, I think one of them was a lawyer and the other one was an architect. So
Yeah.
they had pretty good jobs.
Right.
So it was just interesting to see this, like, this kind of
The
almost
dynamic, yeah.
the dynamics between the
But then you look at
So-
Full House.
and Full
and
House
you
had
have
this.
Uncle Joey,
I-
who's a comedian. And then you have
Yeah, like and that was almost unreal.
and
And
Uncle Jesse, who was in a band with the Beach Boys.
right,
And then what did
Danny was morning show
like a show
with
or whatever, yeah.
with
Becky,
right.
Aunt Becky. Okay.
So like they had jobs, and of course they had this big house because
But Uncle Joey did.
he was a stand-up comedian. He
was
did,
inspiring.
and
one.
yeah, and then later on he got the TV show with the
Right.
puppet.
Right.
But there was a lot of income in that house because there were so many people. There were so many adults in that house.
Or look back at like another show, Doogie Howser. Boy
See, I don't
Genius.
remember a lot about that. I remember like
See, we watched Doogie Howser.
okay,
We did watch Doogie Howser. But it wasn't anything other than I watched it because I think my parents watched it more.
right.
But
That's how I watched
I
Cheers.
did watch it. Right. Hey, okay, they watched Cheers a lot too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, there's some things like Blossom.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever watch
I
Blossom?
know the show,
Yeah.
and I know the
Premise of the show.
premise of the show.
There's another
Um,
Joey, right?
Right, Joey Lawrence. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where he got
Yeah.
his kind of his big start.
Yeah, Maya Bialik was the head girl, and
Mhm.
her friend Six, Blossom and Six.
Right.
Yeah. And then I was into My So-Called Life, which is funny because I didn't have a crush on Jared Leto. He was the bad boy in the show, right?
Okay.
Because that's what his character was. He was the
Right.
bad boy. But I had a crush on the more dapper looking, I guess the old James Dean looking Luke Perry from 90210. Which it's funny because if you look against everything, I should have gone for Jared Leto.
No one goes for Jared Leto.
No,
Some things just never change.
don't dog.
I see. I never watched 90210, but I knew of it.
Yeah.
It definitely was
We
not.
watched that on
we-
last episode.
yeah.
A thing for Luke Perry.
Um.
Everybody was like, "Oh, but Ian Summers and What was the other one? See, I didn't even have a crush on him. He was Brenda's brother. They were the twins in the show. Shannon Doherty and the other guy. They played. Shut up, you don't know.
I
Anyway.
don't.
It's all good. Whatever. I had a crush on Luke Perry. But it's just funny because, like, you know,
Luke Perry, rest in peace, died
Right.
a couple years ago.
right. Pike.
His last couple of years he spent on the road with his son
Yeah.
because his son is a wrestler.
Oh,
I-
why?
I was just letting
This
you
just
know.
comes back
It
all
does.
the time.
It is.
No. We're not talking. Why?
I just needed to put it
No,
out
no,
there.
you didn't.
I did.
No, okay. But I will tell you, thinking about everything that I do now, right? I've always been into like the granny hobbies,
Right, yeah.
or I've always been into the whole homemaking,
Right.
and always so expectation wise, if I look back at like some of the movies and that kind of stuff, the Anne of Green Gables series, that
Right.
like I romanticized that movie. That movie changed everything. And of all things, Ireland loved that series too. And I just want to preface this by saying it wasn't Anne with an E, that one that was on Netflix for a while. Definitely not that one. I tried to give that one a go. I couldn't do it. But I'm talking the one with Megan Fellows that had that Gilbert Blythe, that, and all of it. That was, yes. I love that era. And I love that. That would be an expectation that completely, if looking back, shaped
Right.
what I wanted in adulthood. To have that simplistic life, but it was romanticized with just being, happy and cherished and loving the little things, and seeing the beauty and all that kind of stuff in everyday life. Because you had that bosom friend, as she called them, and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So yeah, that's one that shaped me. What about you?
Oh,
Like for adulthood, I should say.
I don't think I had expectations like that. So, like, without getting too deep,
Right.
I think that being told that my life is going to be completely different than what anything that I could prepare myself for it to be.
Okay,
With
whoa, hold on. Now hold on a minute. We got a ADHD
Okay,
put there.
we'll do a little sidebar. We'll put a little star and asterisk to it, and we'll go over to the side and draw a box, and we'll fill it in real quick.
All right.
So, at a young age, I was told by a doctor that I would not walk past the age of 18. That I would be fully in a wheelchair by the time I was 18.
But
my-
not everybody.
Oh, that's right. I forget. I have a disability. I have a form of muscular dystrophy. The first doctor that we went and saw, he basically said, okay, this is going to degenerate over X amount of years, and you'll be in a wheelchair by the time you're 18, and you'll need full-time help probably by the time you hit 30.
Right, because you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant.
I have legs, they just don't work. That changes you at a very early age. So you stop looking for like what is
You
my
stop looking
life.
at the future.
You know, and not like in a
dim way.
in a
Just in a way that's not
just
that
in a way that makes you go, well, I'm not going to worry about that kind of stuff because
Yeah.
my life is going to look like this, and I've already been told my life is going to look
Right,
like
right.
this.
Right, they basically like mapped out your
Right. So I didn't really have expectations.
right.
Yeah, and I think I even said earlier, like I kind of watched movies and TVs to be entertained by them.
Right.
I really wasn't.
See,
I didn't
did
get.
you lose yourself in them?
I think sometimes, yeah.
Because of Anne Cables, I lost myself.
Okay.
Like I literally felt. I know that's so crazy, but I felt like I was there watching it.
Right.
Not like an out of body experience,
Right.
but
You just got lost in the TV show. I mean,
yeah.
you just got lost in those.
Yeah.
However long in
The series, yeah.
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 It wasn't like you were watching. It was like you were there. Yeah. You disassociated to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not in a weird way. Like
Right.
everybody thinks like
No, in a healthy
like,
way.
a creepy, like,
You're doing it because you have trauma,
Right,
and you're trying
no, it was
your
because you were
the way
sad.
your body heals, and yeah, no,
Oh, I
I
mean,
got you.
sure, yeah, that happens. But, no, this was just so enraptured with.
That's why I watched Lord of the Rings on repeat.
Right, exactly. Who doesn't, like, get enraptured in that?
Right.
Like, why not? That's why people read too, right?
Right.
And you, like, go, literally, you see those videos of the people wanting to dive into a book, right? That's because you want to, like, completely involve yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
And the older, it's not like, well, the older I get, the more I want to do it.
Yeah.
It's the more things fall apart outside of my ability to do anything about.
To control it, yeah.
I want to do that disassociation more.
Right.
But I also know that my ADHD and my autism would definitely make it worse. So I try to check that. I haven't always had that self control though.
What?
I bought a bunch of stuff on eBay.
Oh boy.
I spent quite a lot of time on eBay back in the 99s
We
and
spent
2000s.
a
A lot of money on
time.
eBay.
Okay. Like, where did we get this money? Like, honest to God.
I'm not saying that on a podcast.
My God.
I'm a sucker. So one of my tisms is catalogs. I can look through any catalog and just look through it and be content
Were you that crazy
with the
kid that
catalog.
would do the wish list and like?
I
look through
knew
it?
my family couldn't afford any of
No,
the
no, I
stuff in
meant like
there.
just
Just
religiously
look
through it.
through it. Yeah, I could look through old ones. I was happy with that. I look with, like, I love your parents' house because your mom always has a random catalog for
Bro.
something, and I can just disassociate.
Okay, like can you talk about the catalogs that she has that have like the old vintage stuff in it?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Those
yeah.
are cool. Those are cool. I'll sit there and look
So,
through those.
but the bad part about eBay was it was a catalog with a little button that said "Buy Now."
The amount of packages though.
There was a lot of packages coming to my house from all over the U.S. with some of the cutest little figurines in them, though.
Okay, but they were cute.
They were. I
I
remember.
started that obsession because of when you got your kidney stone.
Right. I forgot what they
cute.
were.
Charming Tales.
Charming Tales, yes.
Fitz and Floyd were the designers.
Those were adorable.
And then I found my Tiny Kingdoms.
And yeah.
Because my dad, before he passed away, had started that because the Disney store was still around. And so they have the Tiny Kingdoms. And my dad was really big on little cabinets of stuff. But he loved to have little cabinets.
Little miniature doors.
Yeah,
And
so he had like a vase collection for me of all of these Japanese vases. And then I have the Tiny Kingdoms. And
which are basically just doorables.
they are. They're just Disney doorables, but
they're
made
not
out of resin.
right. And they weren't chibied, or they didn't have like a.
Oh yeah, no.
They look
chibi.
like the original art.
Yeah, no, they were literally what the character looked like. But yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I bought
purposes.
I bought a lot of stuff on eBay. I bought a thing on eBay on how to become a drop shipper on eBay.
What?
And it was a CD and a printed out book, basically.
Oh wow.
Of a instruction, like step to step, how to find the best. Like, what items are you looking for? You look it up on the CD. What items do you want to sell? You look it up on the CD, and it gives you a list of X amount of drop shippers, and you contact them, and you go, I want to sell X, Y, and Z. Send me your catalog. And I'm like, I can get catalogs?
Oh wow.
I never did it. And then there was another one was like, get rich on eBay quick. And I'm like, check mine. And it was selling the same exact thing to other people. And I'm like, it's a pyramid scheme.
Okay, let's talk about a scheme though. A little bit sad for a second, I guess.
Okay.
Implies the mold mansion. We don't talk about that a lot.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we just don't claim it. Like honestly, a lot of people don't know about it. We did own a house for a very short time before the one that we have now. We claimed this one as our first house because we honestly don't want to remember
What
all of
little
that.
time we spent one there, even though we had the house for a year.
Totally for a year.
But we lived there for.
Living in it, we were only living in it for 8 weeks total.
Right. And that was the 8 weeks after we had all the.
Yeah, all of the stuff done.
All the stuff.
So long story short,
So long story short, we were renting from someone. The owner of the house that we were renting from was like, we're selling the house at the end of your lease. Uh,
And by the way, that's in 30 days.
and you got 30
Oopsie.
days. Yeah, we have to move everything into storage, and then we move to Summer's parents' house. And
But we moved there with our entire established family.
Yes, that is 2 kids,
and a cat.
and oh yeah, I forgot the
And a
cat.
puppy.
Totally forgot she was there for most of the time. And then the moment we moved in, COVID hit, and everything was shut down.
Right.
I was working from home. Her dad was working from home.
Yep.
And it was all of us in this house, and now it's a nice size house, but there's very little room.
Right.
And
for what? 4 adults, a teenager, and a
baby,
1.5-year-old.
Right. And a cat.
Yeah.
Because they had a dog.
They had a dog.
Yeah. So we had these people with in a living space, and we were there for 6 months, 8 months, 6 months.
First time was 4.
That's
First
right.
time was 6.
But
my dad had the idea of, hey, why don't you buy a house? Which
Yeah.
we hadn't thought of because we had been renting for so long.
Right. And
So
we
we were
didn't
like,
think our
well-
credit was going to be good enough. Short story long.
Okay, so
we start looking for a house. We had
pre-approved and
right.
for a good rate.
So we started looking in the area, and house after house was a letdown after letdown after letdown. And it wasn't like we were being picky, it was just people had put these amounts on these houses that shouldn't even have been able to be sold.
Yeah, no. There's a lot wrong that would have set us back so much more. But little did we know, the house that we did finally find did exactly that.
And the house that we finally
set us back.
the house that we settled on, and I use the word settled because I feel like we
jumped too fast. That was an impulse.
We hadn't let a process happen.
Right.
We almost were fighting against the process. And we're like, yeah, we could definitely see ourselves living here. And
right. But what were we thinking? It was an immediate regret.
Right.
The day after we moved. Literally the day after.
We get the house inspected.
Just like you
everything comes back fine.
Right.
This was also during COVID. So we weren't allowed at the house during the inspection.
Nope.
The realtor wasn't allowed in the house during the inspection.
The inspector went in by himself.
The inspector went in by himself. The inspector was chosen by the people who own the house. There was a lot of things that just made it a bad situation. Push comes to shove, we move in the first day, we get stuff moved into the house.
Day after we moved in.
Holy crap, there's mold in our kitchen.
Kitchen ceiling.
Which means there's mold elsewhere in this house.
Yeah, mind you, the ceiling was almost 20-foot ceiling because it was one of those A-frame cabin chalet type houses.
Sidebar, we know there is mold because we had rented from an individual in an apartment complex who basically nearly, not to put it lightly, but nearly killed Summer. She got extremely sick from the mold that was growing there. We tried to fight him for it. Can't take a lawyer to court in this area because everybody's got everybody's hand in their pocket. So we had already gone through we knew what the mold was. We knew what we were looking at.
Yeah.
We had immediately called
a guy to come test it.
A guy to come test it. Came back positive for the nasty stuff.
And he was like, you need to get out. Literally, he was like, I asked him, I said, would you stay here while it's being fixed? And he said, if I had my ability to do so, I would say no. So
we lived in a hotel room until it got fixed.
Yeah, 7 months.
And then when we moved back in, the steps going up to the upstairs bedroom where Ireland was
pulling away
from the wall. Had passed inspection though. So we had to pay for a whole new stairwell. And the current one that was on the wall wasn't a code to begin with.
Right.
So we had to...
So we not only had to get the house remediated, but we also had to have a whole new thing of steps. So when we bought this house for around $200K,
right,
we ended up putting $60,000 into it just to be able to live in it to which we disconnected from the house.
Right.
And luckily, we did have a realtor at that time because I was a nanny for the family. And she knew and she told us, you can be done. And we didn't know that was an option. We proceeded with putting it on the market and finding what we now claim is our
Right. Our
first
first
house.
house.
So there's that dark segue
Right.
of an impulse buy. And that's the thing with impulse buying, though, right? Like,
Right. You
you
don't do it and go, oh, that was a great idea.
Right.
You do it and you
you
go,
either have severe buyer's remorse,
right.
or because it's an impulse buy, you have a severe problem.
Oh yeah, because you jumped at it so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. An immediate regret of what did we do? That the impulse buy of that, of what were we thinking? Woo! That's one. Okay, but I do have a question.
This seems low.
What's the fastest hobby that you ever abandoned?
I decorated cakes for 3 months.
Well, let's be for real.
I decorated cakes with not just the piping, but with fondant too.
Yeah. You
So
wanted
I wanted to
play
do
with
something with my
fondant.
hands. I wanted to
Yeah.
play with fondant, and it looked fun. That's what I get for watching
Food Network. Oh, we were Food Network junkies.
Right.
Like big time Food Network junkies.
And the fondant I could never get to look right, and it tasted funky. And I'm like, there's no purpose to do all this work if you're not going to eat it anyway. And then, God bless her, Summer's mom bought me a course at the local Michael's, and so she bought me the course for Christmas, and I go there the first day, and they're like, "Oh, you have to buy this kit, and you have to put all this more money in it." And I'm like, "I already put money into the class. Now you want me to buy more?" I had to have a cake every week. Oh, it was nuts. I was like, "No, thanks, Nan. I'm out." 3 months. Let's see what lasts longer: cake decorating or podcasting.
Stop it. Obviously, we have a want to do that, though. Don't do that.
I know, it's a joke.
Don't do that.
I make jokes.
Things we believed as kids. Sit on this for a second. Bermuda Triangle. I don't know enough about it to talk about that.
Wait. You're saying you never had that experience where you're watching a TV show and all they talk about for like 30 minutes is how the Bermuda Triangle is destroying ships? And
I mean, I heard the lore, but I
oh,
didn't.
we're changing the podcast right now to Summer learns everything about the Bermuda Triangle possible.
No, you already tried to force me into wrestling, so no.
Forced you to watch wrestling. Put it on, and you made fun of me for it. You liked Lita.
It was fake.
It's fake. It's
No,
not
it was
fake.
fake that I liked
It's
her.
Oh, I feel.
I liked her because I liked you.
I feel like I've just had a.
Your whole life is a lie.
My whole life is a lie. My wife does not love me.
No, I did. That's why I pretended to like her. Are you having? Are you having it?
I had enough.
Are you having a midlife crisis?
No,
Good.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm fine.
All right. So rapid fire round. What was your worst hair disaster?
Okay.
Not just the mullet.
No, when I plaited my hair
You slim shaded
and I
yourself
slim shaded myself
because you had an obsession with.
because I was the real slim shady.
You were you were the quintessential fanboy.
Boy, howdy.
What?
And which is really funny because I had never done that before.
Never did what before?
I never fanned out like that before.
What was your
What
was your fandom for Eminem?
like I was huge into ICP, but I never put on face makeup. You know?
Yeah.
I never went around going like
But you sure as shit.
I did.
You sure as shit did.
I cut my hair and
you were like,
put
and you were like, cut my hair.
dyeing it, and I look stupid as hell.
Yeah, and you forgot to dye your face hair, so
Yep.
it was like the dark good.
Right.
No, my worst haircut was when I cut it short when Ireland was like 4. What are you talking about?
Nope.
now? What?
When you dyed it black accidentally, worst hair.
You said worst hair. When did I do that?
You had bought a box of brown, and you did it in. We used to hang out with this group up in Annapolis or near Annapolis,
Oh.
and you did it in their bathroom.
Oh.
and it came out black.
Oh, they must have put the wrong color.
And you were so upset, and I was like, it doesn't look that bad, it doesn't look that bad.
Were you
The
lying?
next morning, you were like, I absolutely hate it, and I was like, I have to agree.
Why don't I remember
Because
that?
you-
I remember it, but I don't remember it. It's
You
like
were
a weird.
like, it just didn't work with like your tone at the time. Like you could probably pull it off now without a problem.
No, I'm good.
But like back, nah. I was
Okay.
like, no,
Okay.
change.
So, what was your weirdest phase?
Oh no, you have an answer, and I'm for.
My weirdest phase?
No, I thought you meant for. I thought you meant for
Oh.
me.
No,
Oh, I was like, you
No.
look like you're lying. No, that I was lying. You look
Oh.
like you were judging me, like you
Okay.
knew something I had forgotten.
No, I know.
Okay, so what was your weird phase?
My weird phase, I was into Western embroidery for a while.
Western embroidery?
Right.
Like,
So I had this button-down shirt because that was like a big thing,
okay.
and the shoulders had shoulder pads.
With like, what do they call them? The amulets or whatever they are? You had like gold, like.
No, not the fringe.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, I had the shoulder pads, but on each front chest shoulder area was this embroidered Western look. So I had to have, yeah. One thing your younger self absolutely got right.
Oh, that adults are faking it.
Oh, for sure. No. One thing that I absolutely got right, and we're gonna have like a smushy kishy ew cute moment, right? I said once I got married I'd be done the first time. And that's not a knock to anybody who's gone through whatever, right? I said once I get married I'll be.
Hey guys, editor Jesse here from the future. We went the whole podcast and I ignored my note saying that, hey, if you guys wanted to reach out and email us and kind of stay contacted with the pod, you can do so by our email. Love you, shut up, the podcast at gmail.com. There you go. All right, now back to the outro part of.
Married.
Right.
And that's it. And what? 23, 24 years? Here we are.
On a podcast together.
On podcast.
So it's not like we hate each other.
No. So, you know what I learned from today's episode?
That we've made questionable decisions since the beginning.
Yeah, those Jingo jeans.
But
Real.
somehow, I never had them.
No, neither did I, and I will never.
Somehow we survived.
Mostly.
Honestly, though, if we hadn't made those choices, we wouldn't have the stories to tell.
Or the material for the podcast to report. Until next time.
Love you. Shut up.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.